button is pushed, and we are live. Greetings, most honorable listeners and masters of the martial arts. I am Travis.
And this is Chris.
And this is CTE, and this is going to be an experience
just for you.
For you. All right, so when you know us and you know our we have always have music. So today's music.
To the Batmobile. Let's go.
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger.
It's the 60s version, people.
Yes.
If you don't know what this is, ask Jotty.
And defeat.
Yeah.
Literally.
I've never seen somebody stand so hard for them.
He did the pose. Bro. He hit him hard.
He's sick. I'm just gonna throw it out there. He is sick. There it is. That's what I wanted to hear. Yeah. I can't believe this is actually a song. They just scream Batman out.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. There's nothing else.
Batman.
All right, that's enough Batman.
Oh, man.
All right, welcome everybody to another edition of CTE. Some of y'all are probably trying to find out who the new podcast is going to be. I'm going to make y'all wait.
Just a little bit.
Yes, y'all are going to wait a little bit. So first things first, we got to go over the weekend. Things that happened this past weekend.
Yes,
Chris,
sir. Yes, sir.
How are you doing? How was your weekend? And then we'll get into the tournaments.
I am wonderful. We had a great Friday, Saturday here at the dojo, and then I got to go home and do home and family stuff.
Did you have to clean up and work? Or did you relax? Or did you help your wife?
That's a little bit. I did a little bit of everything. So that's why there was no, we did family stuff. No, I was like, we got to do family stuff. We got to get up, got out of the house, run around, do some errands for family stuff, and then for fun stuff, and then sat at the house and played around, played with the dogs, played with the kids, cleaned up after playing. And
how many dogs y'all have?
2.
What kind?
I got a pit mix and a pit, and then I got a half husky, half Rottweiler. A Rotsky.
What the heck does that look like?
It looks like a husky with a curled tail and one crystal blue eye with Rottweiler coloring and fur, like a hybrid between a Rottweiler and she's getting thick now because she's just turned 2.
That's just...
Man, listen, this dog's going to be crazy.
2 dogs, 2 kids, and about to have a third one. Your house is a mess.
You know what? It's really not. I've gotten to the point where...
Or you just used to it.
No, it's not a mess. It's one thing every day. The same thing every day. So I do floors on Tuesday and I wipe down the living room. I do bathrooms on Thursday. I do the kitchen on Wednesday. I do my room and everything on Friday. We get lunch, laundry done on Sunday. Like, it's doom. So nothing's really ever bad because it's just every day like clockwork. It's something that thing gets done.
And what was today?
What's today? Monday.
No,
we don't do nothing on Monday. We don't do nothing on Monday. We got to wake up and get ready for the week on Monday. You notice I said it starts on Tuesday. That's why I do 2 things on Tuesday.
All right, there we go. All right,
I was waking up and dealing with my teething daughter. But then, and then on Sunday we got it in, and then went home and did my taxes.
I still got to do that.
I got 75% of it done. I'm waiting for the child care portion to come in so I can see what I have. I gotta wait.
Yeah, I still gotta do mine.
What about you? How was your weekend?
Weekend was pretty much in the house for the most part. I spent working on martial arts and network, man. Like all kinds of stuff. Like I went out and got a whiteboard Saturday and just wrote down and basically got real organized about what was going to be in what. I think I had 4 different categories about what's supposed to be in each one, what things I need to get done in those, and this one is just super long. I'm like, God. This other one's like 3, So, but I am enjoying crossing things out.
It's one of the nicest things, isn't it?
Once you get it done, like, all right, cross that out. So I could see, I want to see how much stuff I get done this week based doing this new thing. I hung it up and all that other stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then, Yeah, so that was pretty much my whole weekend. Like I didn't really watch the Super Bowl. I watched the last quarter because it was like 9 something. And I was like, man, I need to eat. So I went downstairs and reheated some Burger King, and then and I was sitting there. I was like, all right, let me turn on the TV and let me watch the last part of this game. So I watched like the last 12 minutes of the game when they were up 20-10, and I literally got there for that part and was just sitting there watching like.
Did you see the picture?
Yeah, that's what they had. When he did the interception and they ran down there, I was like, all right. I said, well, it looked like San Francisco was going to win. All right. And so then once it started to happen, I was like, they're not moving the ball. They're not.
Oh, they got a punt again.
I said, all right. And they were like, this is the first punt. I said, I probably shouldn't have been watching this because as soon as I came on, they started to lose. It was over. They started losing. Shanahan started choking. Yeah. So, but I was happy for Andy Reid. I was happy for Mahomes.
First guy to break the Madden curse.
Yeah, I get. Was he on it this year?
Yeah, he was the cover.
Okay.
And he got hurt for a second. Everybody was like,
the Madden curse again.
And then he turned it around and won. And it was a good Super Bowl.
It seemed like it was a
good Super Bowl.
Pretty good Super Bowl.
You know,
I mean, I saw the best part. So like just watching, like, yo, this is crazy.
You saw live the most
comeback,
the most exciting piece.
Everybody's gonna be talking about, like, yeah. So saw that, but yeah, that was it, man. Like I didn't really do too much, man. Just a lot of work for us. Like one of the reasons why I didn't watch the Super Bowl wasn't because, well, one of them was because I hit people up and asked them like, yo, y'all gonna watch the Super Bowl or whatever the case may be, and people was like, nah, we gonna stay at home. So I was like, all right, well, I'm not gonna do anything either. But I do remember something my uncle had said, and he was like, I think I was younger. I was probably like 19, 20, wanting to go somewhere to party or something like that. And Rick wanted us to train something. And I was like, wow, man, I'm supposed to be going to X, Y, and Z. And he was like, so you want to go watch other people achieve their dream that they've been worked hard for instead of working for your own dream. And ever since then, it just kind of been like, I still follow sports. I still love sports. I'm still a diehard Michigan State fan. But at the end of the day, it's just kind of like, if it comes down to watching them achieve something they worked hard for versus doing something to me, I'm doing me. So like nowadays, a lot of times I just like, oh no.
Yeah, I missed most of the first half because I was too involved in cooking.
What'd you cook?
It's nothing big. Bratwurst, chili cheese dip. I made the kids pizza. Air fried some wings. That's about it.
You said what? Air fried some wings.
Air fryer, yeah. My wife got me a bunch of the Ninja stuff for Christmas. Everything they make got an air fryer on it.
Let me ask you this: did you see this post?
Which one? Probably.
Hold on. I want to make sure. Turn this on real quick so the headphones y'all hear it. Oh no.
Ready?
I did.
This Jared. This the Likers.
The Liker family.
Yeah, the Likers family.
Super stoked. They're Kansas City. Kansas City.
Yeah. So they were cheering this on. But the funniest thing about this is that part. That's the funniest thing. Jared looks at the camera and says, ready?
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
And then his mom is in the back putting on the shoes.
Like making sure, tying them on. Like, we got it. Listen,
it was kind of funny.
I got to tie these.
Yeah, like, oh, wait. Oh, you ready already? Oh, no. She's clearly not ready.
Ready. That was a good video.
Yeah, so it was funny, man. But congratulations to them.
Congratulations everybody to Kansas City. Everybody Kansas City fans. They've been, 50-year drought?
Yeah, 50-year drought.
The real Kansas City fans, not the bandwagon Kansas City fans, because your team lost.
Say, but, your president.
Oh, come on, man. Don't start with me on
But you know what's funny about that whole thing? The funniest thing about that is I am willing to bet the majority of people did not know that the Kansas City Chiefs played in Kansas. They played in Missouri. That's what I'm saying. They did.
Like, they probably thought they played Kansas City. Kansas. Yeah.
They probably, and I bet you a lot of people didn't know that Kansas City is split between the two cities.
Correct.
Like, I don't think a lot of
states.
Yeah,
most people don't know that. My wife didn't know that. She was like, what is it? Like, is it one of those weird ones where it's like in between the two? Yes, it is.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So I honestly don't think a lot of people knew that. So I didn't kill him for that. I just kind of left it alone. It was funny.
I chuckled about it because I actually knew, but yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
The people that are mad about it and are like, "Oh, this dumb," like you probably
I just kind of laughed at
you
it.
didn't know neither.
It's a lot of people who didn't. They're just kind of funny about it, but it is what it was.
I was wondering if you were gonna ask it. Yeah, I saw that.
All right, let's get into this weekend's events, man. So we had, I guess, the big one was Athens
Challenge
out there.
Nikos Memos and Elena. I'm not gonna try to say your last name because it's like that long with a lot of P's and O's and U's. I'm not trying to do it. But yeah, they had a great turnout. I've been to that tournament before. It's a great event. It's a Waco or whatever they're called now. It used to be a Waco World Cup event, so part of the Waco League. They moved it, so it's in a huge new facility.
Yeah.
Man, looks good. We had some Americans go.
We did.
The top 10 newest pickups. Troy Benz and Tyreek Say.
Yep.
They went. Tyreek won junior grand champion, which
I still don't understand.
I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't know. I heard somebody said it was 16 to 18, but I thought he was older than that, so it probably is 16 to 21. Maybe it's 18 to 21.
Yeah,
I asked on the top 10 page, and I don't think I got a response. But yeah, that was that. So Jared, Bob, if y'all are listening, please feel free to give us the information. We'd like to share that with everyone. They did pretty well in the divisions. Tyreek won minus 74. They both got silver in different divisions.
Yeah, hold on, let me pull that.
And you got
up.
the rest of that?
Yeah, let me.
Teams.
Yeah, Corelli. Is that how I've been saying it Corelli forever?
Corelli.
Yeah, but it's Corelli.
I don't know. It might be. We've always called him Corelli. Nobody's ever corrected us, so they're like, Americans.
Yeah, Tyreek won minus 74 in senior. A grand champion in the junior. Minus 79 point fighting senior. He got a bronze. Troy got 2 silvers in minus 89 and minus 94.
Nice.
And then Grigory Langavy is the guy who won the grand championship. He won minus 57 kilograms and minus 63 kilograms.
Wow.
Yeah, he's small.
Small guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he won. I don't know.
Russia, right?
Yeah, he's from Russia. They man, let me show you.
Don't let them fool you, man. Them Russians are good.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, they were
Russians are
bodying
good.
people with jump back side kicks all weekend.
Legs. They got legs for days.
They were bodying people all weekend with jump back side kicks. Brand Madan had posted this. Yeah.
He's slapping.
Wait, no, I think this is the one where he drops the guy because the dude was laid out. I think one of them.
It's the same dude. It was the same dude, like three of them. This dude ate like 3 of them.
Just kept eating the jump
that
back
last
side
one
kicks.
was rough though. It took him off his feet. He curled up.
Yeah.
It looked like he was shrimping in jiu-jitsu.
He was on the ground bad. But Brand Madan had it on their Instagram and probably even their Facebook.
More than likely. I don't think he does the book too much.
No, Danny. So congratulations to all you guys who out there won. I do not, for the love of me, know who won women's. I think I know. Congratulations, Keisha's grand champion. I don't know who Keisha is. Hold on, let me see if I can find out.
From Germany.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the girl on the German top 10 team.
Yes,
she's good.
Yeah,
she's a good fighter.
She won the grand. So let me make sure.
They got second in teams. The Germans, Toli and them, they got second to.
Yeah, she won female grand champion. Nice. Keisha, she won. All right, so that's Athens. I thought I saw something else. But it was another tournament that was this weekend. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, so yeah, that's that.
That's all.
Anything else happened this weekend that was sport karate related or noteworthy? Everybody just kind of avoided the Super Bowl. Yeah, everybody just kind of avoided the Super Bowl. We kind of talked about that already.
Yeah, no, just Super Bowl stuff.
Right.
Halftime show and Super Bowl stuff, commercials, and that's really topics of the weekend. But
I got a question for you, Chris.
Sure, what's up?
All right, we're gonna start this one real quick.
Do it?
Yeah, well, no, I'm not calling after this. I still have a question. Have you ever used a bidet?
Yeah, I have.
Yes. What was your experience in Europe? You used it.
Yeah, I was like, "What the heck is that?" And they told me what it was, and I was like,
So
I'm good.
Did you use it?
Yeah, I used it. Did you see my? Nah, I'm good. First, nope, don't like it. Not a fan.
Well, somebody had one recently. Okay. I went over their house and they had one.
Oh.
And they had one at and I just looked at it like, this is a bidet? And we're like, yeah. And I was like, it's one of those ones that you can it's like attach. Yeah, like you just attach it to your seat. Yeah,
it becomes
seat.
a part of your seat.
And I was like, this is just different. And then it just so happened I ended up having to use the bathroom over there.
Right.
And so I decided, I was like, I'm gonna try this thing out. So I was like, all right, I need to clean it. So I tried it and I didn't feel anything. I was like, what's happening? I was like, oh, ain't nothing. But then I saw all the knobs. I was like, oh, you can adjust. Yeah. Yeah, so I adjusted just a little bit, man. When I tell you that thing shot, I jumped off that thing like, yo, all right, this ain't.
That's not for me.
This ain't for me.
You did what I did because the 1 hour when we were in Europe, it must have already been like pre-done.
I guess.
As soon I was like, because you had a little foot pedal, and I was like, nope.
Yeah, this is definitely not for me. I was just curious about that, man. Like, how many people have actually used this thing?
Listen, yeah, I think a lot of people who've gone to Europe have tried it. I don't know too many Americans who have ever seen one. To be honest with you,
technically, it's a good idea. Like, you probably should be washing it.
Wash it and clean it a little better than just the
dryness. But
that's why.
Yeah,
you gotta have. If as long as you're not on septic, that's why you gotta have the wet ones.
You gotta get the flushable joints. Yeah, you gotta get the flushable. Make sure you get the flushable. You gotta get septic safe
though. You gotta get septic safe if you're on septic. I got septic. So,
well, you just drying it.
Nah, son. I got a baby. I got a genie, diaper genie, bro.
This guy. All right, man. Let's get to something. Let's get into some pre-tournament stuff. Let's call them.
Let's call them. Saturday.
Go ahead. Yeah, this Saturday. The North Georgia Open.
Presented to you by Jim Haymore.
Yeah, let's see if he answers.
Haymore.
What's up?
Jim,
what's up, buddy?
You're live, so don't say anything incriminating.
Especially about us.
How you doing, man?
You guys hear me all right?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Perfect, absolutely.
All right, so don't say anything incriminating. Make sure you got stuff to protect now.
I gotcha. Yep.
All right. So, how is it you are now in? Is this your first tournament you've ever thrown?
This is my first tournament that I've ever thrown. Yes, sir.
Congratulations, buddy.
Congratulations.
That's awesome.
Are you freaking out now that it's like 1 week away?
I started planning this a year ago, almost to the day, and it seemed like I blinked my eye and we're 1 week out. So I've got good people around me, so my hopes are high. But yeah, it is a high pressure situation to perform. So, but I thrive in those environments. That's what being a martial artist is about. So I'm excited to show the karate world what I can do and put on a good show.
So now, are you going to be the promoter who's walking around all day in a suit?
I will not be wearing a suit. No, my event is, we're very fortunate to be partnered with Adidas. And so we're an Adidas event, so I'll be comfortable wearing some Yeezys and some stuff. So,
all right, just stun on us real quick.
Hold on, God bless it. I was expecting to get some Nachos Bel Grande, but this guy's talking about Adidas. Right. Can I get a like a bucket cap or some shell toes or something?
This dude.
I was just kidding, but serious. No, that's awesome, man.
So what made you decide now? Because you're still competing. So what made you decide now to start throw an event?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm still competing. That's still a huge thing on my radar. This opportunity with Team Dojo and us being sponsored by Taco Bell, it's the chance of a lifetime to continue to compete. I'm in my 30s now. I'm not, I'm hitting my prime. My brain is finally matching my body and I'm keeping in shape. So, but my time is, it gets shorter and shorter every event as, you get to your 30s. that you can compete on the highest level. And so I'm not taking that for granted. So I still put a lot of energy into my training. I've got the best camp in the world, best team in the world to me. And so I'm working hard, but it was just the next step for me logically to have a tournament. The leaders in the karate world, the majority of them who stand alone do three things. They compete, they have a school, and they have a tournament. And so it was the next step for me to show people that I can be a leader in this industry and in this family and create a legacy that lasts. And I also have shoulders to stand on, Master Kiker, my Haymore, Jesse Thornton, these guys who have raised me up, and they're masters in this area, Tony Young, like all these guys who have helped raise me, Master Young Wan, and I want to keep what they've built in Georgia alive. And Marcel Lasby. I mean, I can go on and on and on with the names of these guys who've done such a good job of keeping the martial arts alive in Georgia. And I want to continue what they've instilled in me. And then also, it's an awesome business to learn and be involved in. I've got great people around me. The ProMac organization and the Truth Entertainment organization have been great resources to have, and I've made good friends, and they're a family. And so that's a relationship that I really admired.
So now, you said what I was going to ask you, have you clarify who you were going with and who you're associated with in yours. You let us know right away. ProMac. What was the determining factor to go with ProMac versus maybe some of the other regional events, or maybe being an independent?
Well, I said this on another podcast. Actually, on Point Fighter Live. I was asking the same question. Forward thinkers. They're a group of forward thinkers who are dedicated to making our sport better on all fronts, whether it be organizationally, user experience, or continuing to foster strong martial arts or grow strong martial artists. They believe that starts regionally, and I think we all agree with them. And, at first, I didn't sign on with them. I was just going to hire Truth Entertainment to run my event because we've all seen what the battle could do. And that's, those resources are incredible. But the more I watched ProMac and the people who are involved in ProMac work together, I had to jump on, because every one of the promoters is a forward thinker that wants to continue to make the sport better, and I just hope that I can bring something to them that adds value. So that's one of the main reasons that I decided to go with them.
Okay. So I've been seeing a lot of posts about what you're giving away.
Man, they got some cool stuff, man. Because
actually this Sunday, Chris had a sparring session. A lot of people were here, and Chris kept yelling out, "Are you going to get that Nintendo DS?" To these kids running around here. So just talk about all the different the prizes you're giving away.
Yeah, Nintendo Switches. We're going big show Nintendo Switches. So,
no DS, homie. It's the Switch.
Yeah. So, I talked about, I ran a little survey of what kids would think would be a cool prize, and it was pretty unanimous that the Switch was a hot item for kids. So that was kind of the idea behind that. And I just remember coming up, I fought for the love of the game, and I know a lot of these kids do too, but we never got any, you never got any prizes as a youth. I mean, if you went to a major tournament, and you won that was cool. But I just believe that the kids fight hard too, and they train hard too, and they deserve a reward at the end. And this just seems to be what they wanted. So, part of my mission statement for my tournament, well, it's not really more of a mission statement, more of a formula. I believe that prestige, which that's what makes tournaments prestigious, is the talent that wins it and the awards you get when you win it. So, for example, the Diamond Nationals is considered elite and prestigious, and you get that diamond ring. It's considered prestigious because of the prize and because of the people who have won it. Mm-hmm. And so that's kind of been my vision, is to foster prestige by recruiting talent and then rewarding that talent. And so I just wanted to do that from the ground up, whether it be a Nintendo Switch to the prize money for the men's open weight.
Yeah. All right. And then you got some. I was talking with you earlier, man. You got some really cool looking awards. The medals look awesome. The rings are sweet for the grand champion. You said you got Doris Brothers doing them?
Yeah, Doris Brothers is who has done all my awards. He did an incredible job with them. The medals, I'm taking a lot of pride in the medals. They look great.
Yeah, they're cool. They're cool looking.
When you see them in real life, you're going to love them. And trophies were cool for a while, and I'm sure they'll recirculate later. But I ask around a lot, and it seems like medals are kind of the thing right now. You get these kids who compete a lot, and they start winning a lot. Those trophies, man, they take up space.
Yes,
we know.
And,
we know. We come from the late '80s, early '90s, where you had a garage full of them.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of them.
That's a lot of dusting.
Never use.
Never. But the medals,
and so it's really cool at some other these events, or they had them at Pan Am's. It's cool to see a kid walk out of a tournament with 3 or 4 medals around his neck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I think it's just a lot more practical, and you can collect them for a lot longer. You can keep them for a lot longer. Once a child, if they're done with they compete for 5 or 6 years, they accumulate 100 of them. They can put those in a box and they have them forever. And it's a keepsake, but 100 trophies.
That's
yeah.
That's a lot.
And that's a story as old as time. And
Yes.
there's nothing wrong with trophies. And it might not be a bad idea to do a mixture of both.
But I said, you're doing bigger things or different things, because you guys are doing the rings for grand champions, right? For youth and adult grand champions.
Yeah, the rings that you have seen floating around the internet. Yeah, we have every grand champion division will get a ring. So yeah, and they're super cool as well. I'm very happy with the way they turned out. That's another thing that ProMac does, is they offer a lot of runoffs and grands for all the divisions.
Okay.
That's one thing regionally they do well. It gives people more chances to compete, and that's one thing I really enjoy. Now, it does take more time. It does take up more time during the day. Your tournament will run a little longer because of it, but people are there to compete, and we pride ourselves on being efficient with our time. But it's totally worth it for the experience they get.
Okay.
Absolutely, putting value in it. That's what you're looking for.
Yep, and anybody who was in Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina,
Tennessee, Alabama,
Arkansas, Florida, Mississippi, Louisiana, it's this weekend at Forsyth High School, right?
Yes, South Forsyth High School. It's at South Forsyth High School.
Yep, February 8th, this Saturday.
Absolutely. We have, there's so many great things we have coming down the pipe. The men's open weight is going to be, it's going to feel like a national event for them. We have guys in there. We have multiple. There are a lot of overalls just in between all the guys that are fighting. Like, they're going to fight for it. That's it. It's going to be something else.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah,
I'm going to have some good judges judging it.
Yeah.
And so they're going to be taken care of. I'm super excited about that. All these guys have been. It's been very humbling for me how quickly they've responded when I've asked them, because I reached out to each one of them. And I extended personal invitations to a lot of the elite fighters out there. I'm very fortunate that a lot of these guys are in my backyard right now at Dojo. Some of the best talent, it works for Dojo, and so they were able to come. But a lot of these guys have, we're making the trip. Ron Rodriguez is coming from Florida. Christian Rivas is coming from Florida. Wayne Easterling's coming down from the Carolinas. Ryan George all the way from Louisiana. So, the list goes on.
Yeah, it's going to be a good
Anthony Merrick's from the Bronx.
Oh, that's right. I did see that.
Anthony's coming down.
I did see that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Anthony's coming down. So that was a really great moment for me. Anthony and me have had some battles over the last 5 years, and if anybody is my rival, he was. And when I called him and I said, "Hey man, I'm doing this thing," and he's like, "Say no more, I'm there." Like, it means the world. And so just to have guys that you're still fighting with come to support you, and it's gonna be a fight for the ages.
Great.
And I also will be handing out a power ring sponsored by Point Fighter Live, Alex's power ring, and those, I believe, to me, there's awards that you hear about throughout the history of karate, whether it be Lex or things of that, they become kind of like karate artifacts. And I really do believe that these power rings, we'll look back on those in 10, 15 years. And if you had one of those, like, it's going to be a part of sport karate history. So I'm super excited about giving out one of those.
Yeah, they only do, for all the Point Fighter Live events, they only give out one ring per the whole tournament, right?
They only give out one ring for the tournament, and then the promoter usually picks the division.
Most outstanding.
So
okay.
For me, I've got a grand champion ring and the $1,000 for the open weight. So I'm actually going to give the power ring to the overall.
Okay.
Because I have a men's overall as well.
Right.
It's not split. It's one overall. It's not a light and heavy. It'll fight down to one final person for the power ring, and then there's also $500 with that. So somebody could walk out of there potentially if they want them both. They could walk out of there with $1,500.
Nice.
So that's a good day.
Yeah, especially for a regional event.
At a first tournament.
Yeah, that's nice.
Man, that's you're doing it right.
Yep.
So
well, listen. The thing for me is about giving back to keep it alive. And I understand that there is a return of diminishing effect. The bigger you grow, the more it costs.
Right.
But I have now seen what it costs to run a karate tournament. I know how much it costs to run a karate tournament. I can do the math. I can calculate the escalation. There's no reason why, if my regional tournament can afford this, there's no reason why a national brand shouldn't be rewarding their fighters.
Well, that's you know what, you walked into it because look, man, entry fees have gone up, the cost of travel has gone up, but the prize money has gone down. So
the numbers of tournaments are going up.
Yeah.
And so and I understand that cost of inflation, whatever. People want a better experience, so we charge them, but we also have to reward them. And people are doing well, but I'm just saying, like, all I'm saying is if I can do it at a regional level with my numbers, like, there's no reason why. And I know this is probably going to ruffle some feathers, but it's just the truth. Like, the reward should be higher.
It should.
I know it could be.
It should be, and it can be.
Right. And it very easily can, because if I can do this, then, it's very doable.
Yes.
So, and I'm just going up from here. So, this year I had a lot of emphasis on individual open weight, but next year I plan to put a lot of emphasis on team events, on team fighting, and making it like a really big team event. Mm-hmm. And not only will that hopefully, the teams come in teams of 3 or 4, but we'll make the big prize for the overall team win. And we're just going to continue to do something new and innovative like that for every year. As it grows, so will my reward. And that's my plan for it.
All right. Sounds great. Thanks, Jim.
Awesome, man. We'll see you on Saturday.
I can't wait to see you. This Saturday, February 8th, South Forsyth High School. If people are out there still planning on making the trip, I highly recommend you call the hotel and make sure if you need a hotel and get it now, because they're booking up. I'm actually not even sure if there's any rooms left.
Hey, you can just stay with Chris.
Notified about that, bro. And so it's
sleeping bags.
It's real. It's here, and I'm so thankful for the martial arts community and what they have. How they've supported me, and I can't wait to show everybody what we can do.
All right. See you this weekend.
All right, brother. See you this weekend, man.
See you guys. Have a good night.
You too.
All right, bye.
All right, and that was Jim Haymore,
fighter of Team Dojo Elite.
Yes, and the promoter
of the Dojo.
Oh, yes, right, the Dojo. Yes,
powered by Taco Bell, and obviously promoter of the North Georgia Open with the Adidas sponsorship, bro.
Yeah,
dropping bombs like you say. You what?
Yeah, like wait, what? I did not see that coming.
High five, guy.
Yeah,
listen, that's awesome.
Let's get into some controversial topics.
Oh, let's get them. These are my favorite topics.
I don't know, man. It is what it is. Let's see. Oh, we can go to your favorite.
Oh, my favorite topic?
Yeah, Juventus.
Okay, Juventus.
Juventus. So it has been brought to my attention.
Oh,
yes. I'm going here.
Yes,
with Ronald. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Zabala.
Yes,
Zabala. Always fights first. For I think 2 years.
He said 2 years at every tournament he has been to. He has been the very first fight, whatever division he's in.
Yes. Not in the first round, the first fight.
No matter what. If there's only one fight and 7 buys, he's telling you, I am guaranteed to get the first fight.
For 2 years, this has happened.
So,
this last week or 2 weekends ago at the AKA Grand National. Excuse me, I'm always gonna call it that. Probably the AKA Grand Nationals because
What's it called?
It's AKA Warrior Cup. They changed the name like a couple years ago. It is now officially the AKA Warrior Cup. It is no longer the Grand Nationals.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I've been calling it the AKA Grand Nationals just because I thought that's exactly what.
That's the AKA Warrior Cup. They rebranded. All right, so so at the AKA Warrior Cup, he used his mother's maiden name.
Yes, he did,
and he did not fight first.
He did not. We knew about this.
Yeah, we knew about this.
Before.
I wanted to see if it happened, and he did not. He was not the first.
He was not the first fight. He was, in fact, in like division, he was like the 3rd or 4th fight. He was in the middle.
Yeah, he was not in there. So we can only surmise that it's because of his last
Z
name,
because of the randomized shuffle and the what is that? What is the algorithm?
You want to call it that? You want to call it the algorithm? Yeah, but the code.
I don't know the code. There you go.
Yeah, it depends. Like people want to feel smart. They say algorithm. Look, the code does certain things, but I don't know what random. I don't know what their code base is. Right. But I do know that I'm pretty sure they do it when they do the random shuffle. Sometimes when you do a shuffle and you do a random draw, you will get a repeat number. I don't know what randomizer they're using. I don't know what
code it is.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it, but I do know that there are certain randomization codes that will spit out the same number over and over again. I can assume that they're shooting out the same letter. So that is a problem. So anybody with a Z, try not to use that last name when you register because you're going to be the first fight. Like, that's crazy. I wonder if it's the same way for forms.
I wonder. Do you know anybody who's...
I don't know. We're going to find somebody. I'm like, yo, sacrifice yourself for the betterment of society, for the martial arts society.
Isn't that guy Dalton? What his name?
Yeah, Dalton Zosky.
But I think he's seated, so I think he's in the randomized draw. I don't think. But see, I don't know. We'd have to dig into that a little bit.
Yeah, because that would be a problem if somebody keeps coming up first. Right. I wonder if there's anybody out there who keeps coming up first when they're in their division every time. And
I'm sure
about it. Like, hey, we did the shuffle, but yeah, that means there's probably a problem with the shuffle.
Shuffle it one more time. Yeah, see, I'm first again. Shuffle it one more time. See, I'm first again. How random is it that I'm first three out of three times in a row?
That is,
it's not real random.
Yeah.
But that would be something interesting to look at. I'm not a code writer or anything like that, so I wouldn't understand it as
as soon as they told me about it, I was like, huh? And they was like, is that? I was like, well, no, I tried to defend it at first, but then I thought about it and I was like, oh shoot, I remember certain sorts and certain random, because they may actually, I don't know the process. I'm not going to speculate because it could be a myriad of things depending on who coded it and what blah blah blah, and that's going to take me down a whole nother realm of just how things are coded and tested and everything else. But that's kind of an issue, man. Like that's a little. I'd be mad. I wonder if he brought it to the attention of Uventex and they just kind of brushed it off
and said it's just random, or if that's interesting because he may have actually never brought it to him. I'm sure
he probably might have just told people around.
Just told everyone else, man, this ain't random. This ain't random. This ain't random. But
get out of here. Look, man. Hey, man, my arms are dead right now, to be honest with you.
Lifting?
Yeah, I did. I lifted. I got back to working out finally Saturday.
Oh, nice.
So I'm really trying to get on the schedule. So Saturday I did chest. Yesterday I did arms. And this morning I did cardio. And tomorrow I think I have to do legs. So I do like
breaking it up.
Spots. Yeah. So I'm gonna do legs, and then I'm gonna do back, and then I'm gonna do cardio again, and then I'm gonna take a day off, and then I'm gonna do those 6 days. Yeah. But when I woke up this morning, my arm couldn't straighten.
Oh, because you was all locked in.
Yeah, and I was just like, So all day I just been trying to stretch this doggone. So when that doggone mosquito just went by, it was the weakest slap I ever. It don't work.
Like, why you
that joint don't work, man. All right, let's get to another topic, man.
You said
Yeah, I got a few. What you got?
No. I'm listening for you. I thought I didn't know if that was the only topic on the Juventex that you had, but yeah, that's
Juventex. Oh yeah, we do have another Juventex on here. Juventex. I don't like, because it's happened maybe about 10 times when I was at the AKs when I was watching it, where, let's say the time runs out or the time runs faster and they put some more time on the clock, and they have to rerun it from the top. Like they restart it to 2 minutes and then
just add 4 seconds.
Yeah, I didn't see
no button to do.
I think you can add 30 seconds or 10 seconds, but I don't know why I don't know what
I saw happening. You had to add a certain time and then count it down and then wait.
And then they wait and then like, all right, ready, stop it. All right. Then you just wasted a minute and a half getting back down to the 30-second mark. Like, because we were at 25 seconds, add 5 seconds back on the clock, and then you got to wait 2 minutes. Or a minute and 35
I'd have said, leave it alone. Don't start until I say go. Ready?
Right.
Go.
And count it on. And go. Because that just, man, that's a little wild.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know any. Yeah. I've seen issues with the timers.
It happens a lot.
It does.
It happens a lot.
I can't get it back on to here. And I'm sure there's a way to do it. So I'm not saying that there's not a way to do it. I just know that it does happen more times than not where it's easier for the person who's operating it to go up and then count it down.
Well, one of my issues as being a developer it's more so, what is their release schedule? Like, that there are issues that have come up. And I'm not even mad that there's an issue with that you can't do the update the thing. Yeah. I'm like, okay, but I remember this being like 2 years ago,
right?
And that being an issue. So my thing is, like, at what point are you addressing the issues that are in your system instead of adding new features, instead of fixing certain bugs that are already in the system? And that is kind of certain things that I wonder. Like, I don't know who truly did it.
Right.
Like, I know, only person I really know is Ron. And he's not
Ron. Kane?
Yes. Like.
So you don't know Moshi?
No, I don't think I ever met Moshi.
I've met him before. I don't know.
I've probably seen him around.
Before, yeah. I thought he was the guy.
Developer.
Him and then there was a lady. Like the two of them are kind of like the face or whatever. Like I said, I don't know anything really about it. I just know those I know are the two when they tag, hey, Juventex tag, and they tag Moshi or they tag the lady.
Yeah,
that's what I see. So
okay, so I have let me see if I can find it, who they are, these people. But no, so but I'm wondering who actually coded it. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So my thing is, I'm thinking, what if those two didn't do the development? They didn't do the actual program or whatever the case may be. What if they hired
CEO,
some
CTO,
people?
and founder.
Yeah. See, they might have.
That's them.
Manages Juventex Labs, CEO, CTO. Okay, so he's a CTO, so he may have coded it, maybe,
or maybe been the guy above watching everybody who does it.
Well, yeah, he's,
you know what I mean.
But why would? Okay,
I don't know.
I don't know why you would call yourself the CEO and CTO if you didn't develop it. Like, if you just say CEO, then it's fine. Like, if you didn't touch it. But saying you the CTO usually means that you
founder.
And founder. Put all of that in their title. Like, that means chances are he's the one who developed it. Yeah. So if he's the one who developed it, I don't understand why he's not updating it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't take 2 years to.
Right.
Like, you should know, like, all right, Juventex number 6 is coming out, like version 6 is coming out, whatever case may be. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it comes out.
Update your Adobe.
Yeah, it's coming out.
Right.
But it's a web thing, so all he has to do is put it to the server, and it's right there. Anyway, I don't get it. Like, certain things about it is, are frustrating. People who have complained about certain things about the system, but the biggest thing I think is probably some of the people who are using it, because I don't understand why we're standing around. One of the main things I don't particularly care about is the how they sit around and you have to check people in.
Yeah.
Dude, we already called your division. You can literally send that message saying, hey, where you at?
That to me, yeah, I don't like the check-ins. I don't care enough about the check-ins, I will call your division. All welterweights come over here. Second call welterweights. Third call welterweights. Random draw.
That's it. Like, I don't get it.
Oh, so-and-so's not here? Okay, you move on.
If
That's
you're
just
not
the way
by
it
your
works.
ring when
Like,
you know what ring you're in, you know you're getting ready to be up in the next 10 minutes, why are you off doing whatever? I don't get it. I get it if it's like 10 a.m. or 9 a.m., but at the same time, you were told that your system, your ring starting at 9 a.m., so you should probably be down there. It just is what it is, man. Like, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the check-in thing.
And everybody got cell phones, so it's not like you can't push it.
Yeah, and then part of the delays are the actual people who are supposed to push the buttons. They want to sit around and jaw jack and make sure.
Exactly.
Now that has nothing to do
with the system. Right, that's what I'm saying.
The operator. That is human error, and
because the check-in shouldn't take that. Hey, you're here. Boom, let's run this thing.
I heard when we were at AKA, they said, all right. When you see your number, just call out your number. 13. You see the dude click. 1 click. They were just going at that. They did that one pretty fast over in the lightweight ring. That whoever the scorekeeper was over there was like, "Hey, this is the division. When you see your name, call your number. Click, 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 click. All right, cool." I think they do it like twice or something. They randomize and then they do it again or something. I don't know.
I mean, well, it is what it is. But I just look at it.
I tell you my number one complaint, because I was telling you this earlier. I haven't registered for divisions in years. I haven't done that. Just not that I'm too good to do it. I just haven't done it. And then so I'm registering everybody for AKA, and I didn't know what division it was because they have the single A's and the double A's, and there wasn't a button at the time to click that said the NASCA divisions. Click. Oh, these are the NASCA divisions. Perfect. And then on the AKA site, they had that. So that's how I found out that I put my people in the wrong divisions. And then $7 of convenience fee for every single person. Not every division, thank goodness, but every person. You got 500 people times $7. That's just for the convenience
fee, yeah.
Logging into the site, but then still having to go get your band and check in and do the rest of the stuff on Friday morning or Saturday morning to go back out there and potentially be the first fight for 2 years. You know what I mean? So like,
yeah,
I just, we just mentioned it with Jim. Tournament prices are going up, astronomical rates. When I started karate as a kid, it was $35 and you could do 3 divisions. You could do all 3 divisions for $35. You want to do 1 division? It was $35. It was $35 to compete.
I think that was like 25 or 20.
Yeah. Well, we had certain tournaments that were 20 and 25, depending on where our tournaments were. Yeah. But even the big fame tournaments, the big Florida tournaments, John Prevet had the Gasper. Like there were a bunch of tournaments. $45 maybe.
Yeah.
Robert Mason had Gold Coast Classic, which was like a NASCA AA back in the early 90s, and it was maybe $50 for all 3. Like,
yeah, for all 3.
Now we're paying day of prices, $85 for the division, $25 for every division above that. Now you add a $7 convenience fee so I can do it online over that, and not to mention the cost of the hotel rooms going up. A bottle of water at the event is $9. You go, they only got a Starbucks in the restaurant, and that's costing you. Mm-hmm. So it's like, something's got to give here. We got to figure this out, because we might end up killing our own pastime, our own sport, our own thing that we love by overcharging for things. But numbers have been picking up. That's what they say. So I don't know. I can't really say. I guess it, but certain tournaments have gone down. Some have. Oh, absolutely. And you see them,
and then the other ones have gone up. So it's an interesting thing. It's really interesting. But I will say this. I'm gonna ask you this, because Jeff was at John Chung's 50th.
Yes.
Jeff Doss was there, and he ran into Arlene Lemus.
Oh, I know.
And she said why she doesn't come, and one of the things she's frustrated about our sport is same day registration. Like she says, like I think the United Taekwondo Federation, like they don't do same day registration.
No.
You have to register ahead of it. I mean, like,
It's like
and it makes
IBJJF is like that.
Yeah, it makes 100% like sense. Why are we allowing people to register that same
day? The
day?
Saturday before. You cannot register after the Saturday before because the brackets come out that Wednesday or Thursday of everybody who's in the bracket.
And it makes things go a lot faster and easier.
And they just call match number 1 over here, so and so and so and so.
It makes things so much easier, man. Like I don't really get waiting to the last minute to do it. That's something that I think, especially with Juventus,
amateur sport.
I would tell they have the power to say, hey, we should and Promac.
Anybody who uses Juventus or any of the other, because there's the Digico or whatever. There's another one out there.
Yeah. So we don't do same day registration. Like you shouldn't. Like honestly, you really shouldn't at this particular juncture anymore. It's not.
No,
like,
I 100% agree with that.
Yeah, it makes things go, and it make things go a lot faster.
And now we gotta wait. There's a long line of people registering still, so now we have to wait. The 9 a.m. start time turns into 9:45 start time, which now pushes everything, and now it messes.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's interesting to hear somebody like Arlene Lemus.
Yeah, if you don't know who that is, people, shame on you.
I'm not even going to give you a whole lot of knowledge. Like,
I'm just not going to get into that, but shame on you if you don't know who that is.
Olympic, amazing, icon, female fighter. Like, okay, just we'll leave that there.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
but I 100% agree with you on that. We got to figure out that even it could be the Monday of, the week of,
like done.
Yeah.
Hell, I mean, Wednesday.
That would allow the random draws to already be set. Okay, that person doesn't show up, scratch, and everybody moves up one. It's not a complicated process.
Yes,
you don't have to get there and go, oh, are they here or not? No. Well, let's just get them out of there just in case. Like, who cares? Run it. Oh, you're not there. Scratch. Move.
Go to the next
scratch.
person. Go to the next person.
Scratch.
Let's
move.
go.
You know
Let's
what the order is.
You know when you're fighting. You know when it's going, or you know when you're doing your form. You know when you're doing your fighting. You know what division, and you can have a better sense of time of how fast a division should run. Like especially because once you're there,
if I already know that the brackets are posted and there's only 3 people in each forms group, I'm probably not going to get there at noon. I'm probably going to get there closer to that 9:30 mark, just so I can be sure.
Yeah, it's
I'm ready.
not a lot of people in that division, so I'm gonna be down there early, warming up, doing what I need to do, and from forms and weapons, and same thing applies. Like you know where your ring is, you're gonna be by there. It just runs a lot easier, smoother. It just makes more sense, man. I don't get why we aren't doing.
Yeah, we haven't moved to that yet.
All right, what you got? You got to give me something. Where we at? Because in about 10 minutes, I'm gonna let everybody know the announcement of who the new podcast is.
Oh, I can't wait.
I know some people are probably listening like, man, would y'all just shut up and get to who the new... What's up?
Oh, no. I was just gonna say, the one thing we didn't mention in the sport karate world was the exit of Pablo.
Oh, you know what? Let's get into this.
I was trying to wait a little bit. I didn't know where you were gonna go.
You are correct.
We have not touched on.
We have not. We didn't even touch on the Hector either.
We did not.
And I'm gonna tell you why we did not touch on Hector.
Why?
Well, if people remember, back in, I don't know, September, October, sometime long ago.
Correct.
Yeah, we made an announcement on here that we talked about. I think it might even been November, but we made I think it was episode 26. I think so. And I said, hey, Chris, I asked you a question. Who, if somebody was leaving K-Top,
who would it be?
Who would it be? And you said
Troy, Tyreek, and Matthew.
Right.
You said if 3 people were leaving.
If I said 3 people were leaving, you
who
said
would it be?
Troy, Tyreek, and Matthew. And I said correct. And we basically put it out there that people that they were leaving K-Top. We didn't say why they were leaving. We didn't really care. It's just like, hey, I heard that they're leaving.
What did you say?
So where should they go? Where are they going to go? Blah, blah, blah. And I heard you asked, you thought they were going to Impact. So I was like, nah, it's going to top 10. And it turned out
we were right.
So if you have noticed recently, and people have heard about, I'm not gonna get into it, but people have heard about there was a possible merger with K-Talk, and people have missed, the buzz is kind of pretty much out there.
Correct.
But it is what it is, right? So, and to be honest with you, we knew about it. We just never said anything because unless I heard that unless I hear something is official or is
pretty much guaranteed.
It's guaranteed happening.
Release it.
I'm not saying a doggone thing.
Correct.
Right?
Well,
so,
I was speaking.
Yeah. So,
but
you were. So, because of that, I just kind of sat back and just waited to actually hear it when it was going to be official. I was going to let you say something about it or whatever. But anyway.
Right.
So, now, all of a sudden, I noticed something right before AKAs. Hector makes a post stating that he was leaving Velocity and how much he, enjoyed being there, and people started asking, where is he going?
Correct.
But the thing that I noticed was the timing of when he announced it.
Right.
That it came out on Wednesday or Thursday before. I think it was that Wednesday night going into Thursday, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's when it came out. So I thought that was weird because that meant that we had already recorded our podcast.
Correct.
I thought it was weird because Jeff and Alex had already recorded their podcast. And so I just sat there and just thought, that's interesting. And then because we hit the chat and I was like, no, I think they're going to K-Talk. And I think Hector's going to K-Talk. And people, some people were like, oh, it could be good. Well, I'm like, yeah, it just makes more sense that we go to K-Talk. And lo and behold, I was right.
Confirmed.
But, yeah, and then it was confirmed. So I was like, oh, cool. Didn't think anything else of it.
Nope.
Then last week happened.
Wednesday as well.
After our podcast came out, another announcement that Pablo was leaving Dojo. And instantly, I literally, when I read that, I started laughing because I thought to myself, okay, this is intentional.
Yes,
they're controlling the narrative, not letting people, think of all right, because some people started running rampant about why.
People be
Tyreek and them left, and
it's not a big deal. Why? It's just heard through the grapevine that this is what was going on.
They felt they wanted to go somewhere else, and it was going to be a better situation.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be, I did not care. But certain people started running around, and it's just like it was what it was. So, Pablo.
Wednesday.
Dropped on Wednesday, and instantly I said, he's going to K-Talk. And I was like, he's going to K-Talk. I'm not even gonna, it is what it is. Now, your thoughts on this, Chris? Okay. Do you think I am right in thinking that they're I don't know. It's like
making their announcements before somebody else catches wind of it.
Yes, because prior to this, I'd never heard anybody make an announcement that they were going to another team. I'm really trying to think of when somebody makes an announcement. The team usually makes an announcement. I've never heard a person say, I'm leaving a team and don't say where I'm going. Number one, I don't remember anybody saying I'm leaving the team, to be honest with you. They just leave.
Yeah, no. I was thinking all the way back to the Exodus. And
yeah, nobody makes an announcement.
Yeah, no. I thought it was a little weird. I did think the Hector thing was like, I just want to let everybody know that I'm, going to be making moves and doing this. And, I want to thank Velocity for the Murphy for the support and everything. And I was just like, it's odd. You have to make an announcement about it?
Yeah.
You can just say nothing and show up to the next event. You can call that person and say, hey, I really appreciate everything you've done to me. There was an offer that came through during my off season of my injury that was more than what you can do. Can you match this offer? Or, hey, I don't really want to match I don't want you to match the offer. I'm leaving. And as long as you're respectful to the two parties involved, I personally don't understand the big announcement. Maybe it's to there are rumors, and so they want to squash the rumors first. They want to get it before we say something. Before we say something about it.
Because I don't think anybody else is going to say
the media.
Yeah, people start treating us differently now.
People still like us.
No, they do, but it's just funny to me. Like,
no, definitely.
Because I'm not going to say anything. Don't say anything. Like, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't say anything.
Yeah, not until it's confirmed.
Until it's confirmed. When it's confirmed, and I get it from the horse's mouth. Say, Raymond and Hugh say, this is what's going to happen. Hey, guys, new development. Check this out. But,
is there a new development?
Chris Walker is going to Ireland.
There it is.
That's a new development.
And
compete nationals.
All right, there you go. But other than that, I don't.
But other than that, I wouldn't say anything like blah blah blah. Hey, did you hear?
Yeah, I try not to do gossip. I just feel like pretty much. I'm like, oh, is this true? Okay,
all right, sweet.
Yeah,
that was definitely, and then it's kind of why I thought Pablo was going to K-Talk as well, because of the same way the announcement happened. It is a respectful thing, and I get the respect in it.
I was about to say something. I was like, if someone come out and say, listen, on Wednesday, if another announcement come out on Wednesday, I'm going to be cracking up laughing. Y'all going to be looking at me like, yo, Trav, like, he was right. But I'm not saying anything else because, like I said, nothing's confirmed. Nothing is known.
Nothing is known. When it's known, it's known. And
right.
When it's not known, it's just in the air. And but yeah, man. I'm a little bummed. I will say this about this Saturday at Jim's event, because Jim, I believe it was prior to the announcement of him saying he's hosting the tournament out loud in front of everybody. He had called and asked me if I would come and do the judging, and I'd be one of the judges because I wasn't back out, and now he's coming next weekend. I don't want to spar so bad.
Wait, what?
Brian is confirmed to come for next weekend.
Yes, he's coming this weekend. Yes, he's coming this weekend.
And he beat me at the other tournament, so now I want to spar.
So now you want to fight. Now
listen, I am 100% that kind of guy. Like, no questions asked. No rivalry, no love. Not like there's any love lost or nothing like that. It's just,
if you beat me, I want to beat you.
Right. I want to fight you again because that's who I am. But no, it's cool. It's gonna be fun to judge because that's gonna be a stacked division.
It's gonna be interesting.
Open weight division is gonna be pretty stacked, and
it's gonna be interesting.
And then Murphy's got his tournament the same weekend.
Yes, Starcade, right?
Yes,
Starcade International is this weekend, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Saturday as well.
So I forgot to ask.
They're doing a seminar on Friday.
Since it's a Pro Mac tournament this weekend,
yes.
Do they have to do the 200 divisions?
Yes.
Jesus,
205, I believe it is.
And it's like one day.
All the divisions. Oh yeah, it's a lot of divisions, man. It's a long event. It's a lot of divisions. Yeah. But to that, there are going to be a lot of divisions because they break them down so much at a local event.
Like two
that are going to be one or two
one
people,
person,
or there's going to probably be some that are none in.
Yeah, I'm like, skip next.
Yep. 18 to 29-year-old intermediate men.
Dude, I do not like judging adult men. Like, I'd rather take the kids and adult. Yeah, no, I do not want to do. Oh, good God,
7 and 8-year-old.
They just
beginner, intermediate, and
throwing
advanced
stuff. Just they're hitting the heck out of each other. All kind of growing shots.
That is like, one of the things that I truly have made it a belief of mine and a fact in my school. I don't spar the white belt men, at least until they have sparred for 3 months. Like, I don't spar them. Like, I won't. I have
y'all spar white belts?
My teens and adults, if they want to come in and spar, in their first cycle, they have to at least train for 2 weeks, my beliefs, and they have to come in and watch a sparring class. And then after that, if they feel like they want to participate,
we always tell them out to gold belt. Anybody, you can't fight until you get to a gold belt. And then then it's still,
I don't care.
Oh Lord,
no, I don't care. But yeah, they're awkward. Because I would rather get them into it as soon as possible while their excitement level is there, before they worry about watching some of the matches and seeing some of the way. Because I have a couple of them that just want to come in and watch our Sunday sparrings. I don't want them to be like shell shocked. Wait till they're a green belt and then come in and do some stuff. I'd rather just get it out of their system, let them do it to each other, let them train for a little while, and then
like, yeah, I'm not fighting you.
But the way I set those up when I know I have new people,
kick them back of my knee.
No, you're not kicking in the back. You're not blocking with the knee and the elbow like some sort of Muay Thai.
No, it's when you throw something, they start throwing their arms all over the place, and it's like, oh,
elbows,
come on, yeah, like, all right,
run
man,
into an elbow.
Yeah, no, I don't want to spar you.
That's why. Listen, I don't kick at them because you get the elbow down and the knee.
Punch at. I was like, back up, man. Like,
this is a movement. This is a movement round.
No,
this is working my defense. Slips.
Oh, I did something I just did.
What did you do, Trav?
No. Something I saw. I wanted to get your reaction to it because I want to see and hear about this. Your reaction to it, Chris, because we've had this conversation probably last three weeks. We've had the conversation about this. Hold on, let me go to go to my saved Facebook and Instagram post. And I'm going to read this. This is Chael Sonnen on behind the scenes story with Conor McGregor at UFC 246. Did you see this? Main card starts at 7:00 live on pay-per-view. Conor's not there. First fight done. Conor's not there. Second fight done. Conor has not arrived into the arena yet. Third fight in progress. Conor's the fifth fight. So now there's a fourth fight. However long that's going to go, whatever's left of the third fight, it's time for the main event to walk. Conor hasn't arrived. He shows up in a 3-piece. He's got to get out of those clothes. That's not easy to do. He's got to warm up. He's got to tape up. Has to, by commission rules, and he has to drug test. He did that all inside of 40 minutes. Made a walk and had a 40-second fight. Now, reading that, first thing I thought was, this does not sound like a guy who is worried that he's about to lose the fight because he already knows the outcome. That I'm going to show up. Like, yo, any person who's about to fight, you don't just show up and walk in.
Bro.
Like, you are, like, listen, dude, I'm telling you, man, it's just everywhere.
You right now, the commission would not allow it. Man.
Just say it, man. He walked in. Hey, let me say it.
He said 40 minutes.
Yeah, he had
from the time he walked in to the time he walked out the tunnel. He got his hands taped. He warmed up. He got signed off by the commission.
Did a drug test.
He went and did the drug test. That's only a pee test.
But still.
You know.
Hey,
But you did all of that
in 40 minutes and then walked out and did a 40-second fight. That does not sound like somebody who, like, even when he's fighting something, you fighting the cheeseburger, you still don't want to get caught with anything. You want to warm up. You don't want to pull nothing. Dude, I'm just saying.
My man wasn't even there an hour before.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying it smells fishy. Like I'm just telling you, it's some salmon over there. It's some catfish. It's some sushi. I'm smelling some yellowtail. Something doesn't sound right about that fight, man.
Listen, you're making me hungry though. Hey, I'm hungry, but yeah, no, that does sound off. As a fighter, listen. You have to be there by X amount of time. You have a fighters meeting. You can't like. Even the main event's got to be there. I mean, you can main event and then you could leave. Like, we got to be there at 5:00. Mm-hmm. Show doesn't start till 7:30. I'm the 18th fight out of 18 fights. I'm gonna go get some food. I'm gonna go do whatever I need to do. I'm not, but they are. I've seen it happen. But wow, that's pretty interesting to hear that. That would even be allowed.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like that whole thing.
Where was that? That fight was in
2 weeks. It was in Vegas.
Vegas. It's Vegas.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like this.
Vegas. And Chael, and they talk about fixed fights. Chael works for Bellator.
So yeah, he can say all that. Like you can say that as opposed to
he can say whatever he wants to say about whomever he wants to. Mm-hmm. He don't work for them. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say anything about his own organization. I just wouldn't do that. But
yeah, I mean,
you would think somebody wouldn't talk about their own organization, but.
Dude did it all last week.
As we discovered last week. They're prone to fixing fights. Oh,
yeah,
man, when do I get my next fight?
Right.
I know who you're fighting. You're not a burger, I can tell you that much.
They're going to put somebody on you.
Yes.
Let me see.
Say he was like a bantamweight or something. He getting Pitbull. You want to fight for the belt, right? My second fight.
All right, so we got how much time we got left? We're an hour in, so we can get ready to make this done. So let me text them to make sure they're ready. Anything else that we want to talk about? Did you see anything as far as sport karate related that you? We can say that one. I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 more. Hey, is James banned?
What?
James Poor. Did he get banned from the AKA?
Oh.
I heard it was something like that. They were going to try and ban James for something that happened there. I didn't see whatever happened.
Oh, you missed?
I missed it, so I didn't see that. I was over on the other side, so I missed whatever happened.
So James was fighting Jeremy Francoeur, and Francoeur wins. And James got a little frustrated, and it was like a beep. Like, man, am I really out of time? Is the time really up? Bow!
He just
kind of stuck him a little late. It was a little late. It was late. But, I mean, it's a fight. Keep your hands up. Do whatever you got to do. I mean, it wasn't like he bowed to each other. He touched gloves. They walked out of the ring, and then he stuck him or something. It wasn't like that. It was like a frustration.
Was he down by one or something?
He was down, I think 1 or 2, yeah.
I was about to say, like, it didn't make any sense. That's just...
Yeah, it was a frustration thing. He talked to Jeremy. Josh was right there. They talked it out. They apologized. And Jeremy and Josh were kind of like, we won,
like, we're going on. Like,
all right, cool. Appreciate you. All right, I'll see you next time, bro. Whatever.
Who did Jeremy lose to?
Who did Jeremy lose to? Cody, maybe?
I don't remember. I wasn't on that side, so I honestly don't.
Cody or Luis from DKS.
Luis and Cody were for first and second.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, that was it. No, and they were saying something about trying to get James banned for the next tournament, but
right. How do you inflict?
There have been way worse altercations than that, and nobody's been banned. I remember here a few years ago, they was talking about somebody with a chair.
What?
You remember the Yaskar and Chris thing?
Oh yeah.
So if that didn't result in anything except for both fighters bowing and getting disqualified from that fight, like.
And it did happen.
You know what I mean?
I did.
So if stuff like that happens, like, come on, man, a late shot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Here I am. These two, I'm just gonna call them. But anyway. All right. So yeah. Which is crazy. All right, but people. So
I've seen that. So that's what I was.
Yeah, saying. You say that. I was like, when you said it, I was like, oh shoot, I had no idea. But anyway, all right. So let me get on ahead and tell y'all what happened. So for the past, 6 months, I've been thinking about adding another show.
Yes.
All right. I've been trying to figure out the right show to add because I didn't want another show like ours or like Alex and Jeff's.
Right.
Yeah, I wanted something completely different, and I started thinking about outside the box. And we contacted a couple people about it. Certain things, and I'm not gonna say all of them are off the table. Like one of them in particular, I'm still contemplating if I want to do it or not, because they reached out to us. So I just thought about it. I was like, it's a possibility, but I need something that's a little bit different.
Right.
I wanted something that's going to have people looking like, whoa, I didn't see that from this, this network. Because to be honest, people, I'm trying to grow a network. I'm not trying to just do one thing and that's our show. I want to not only do one thing, but do a myriad of different things that
under one banner.
Under one banner that is completely different than what everybody else is doing.
Right.
And everybody has different shows and stuff like that, and that's cool. But one of the things I thought about with this show that I wanted to add was the rawness of it, which is kind of funny that I keep coming back to that word of raw, because I literally did not think about using that being an acronym for the two people.
Right.
So when I thought about them for a while, and when at the AKs I walked up to both of them, they were both standing there, and I was like, "Yo, what's up? I gotta ask y'all something." And instantly, one of them was like, "No," and I was like, "He's like, nah, can't come on your show, y'all not ready for us." And I was like,
that's part of it.
I was like, you're right. I was like, you know what? I was like, you know what's funny about that? I was like, I don't want you to come on the show. And he just kind of looked at me, and I was like, I don't want to ask y'all if y'all want to do your own show. And the eyes just switched, and it was like, are you serious? And I was like, yes, I want you two to do a show. Are y'all cool with that? Like, if I produced a show, would y'all be cool with it? And they were like, yeah. And they actually said some other words, but yes,
of course they did.
So I was like, all right, cool. And so we chopped it up about what we were gonna do, and I was like, all right, we wanted to do something at the AKAs, but I didn't plan on doing anything at the AKAs, so I didn't have the equipment to do something at the AKAs.
Right.
And I didn't want to half-ass it. So I was like, all right, cool. So we thought, actually, to be honest with you, we almost shot yesterday and was going to put it out today. And I said, no, I want to build anticipation a little bit further.
Oh, because it's going to be
so fun. Yeah, because it's going to
I've been so excited.
Yeah.
Like, I've been so excited.
I was like, yeah. So, because I think I told you guys, like, at the AKs, I was like, they're going to do a show. And y'all like, well, really? I was like, yeah, they're going to do a show. I'll announce it soon. So, yeah, and the other thing that I wanted was, I wanted a female host.
Absolutely.
I said, we got 4 dudes up here talking, and I was like, I want a female host, and this person's a female. One of them is a female. So yes. I was like, okay. So I was gonna give them. They said they wanted to do it. They seem like they're anxious to do it. And then when I posted this morning.
Yes, sir.
You commented on it and was like, "Yo," because I think Alex was like, "No, Jeff didn't even know."
No, Jeff
didn't know. Alex knew because he was at Chicago. He was in Chicago, and I told him. So Alex was like, "Oh, okay," and Jeff was like, "Wait, we got another show?" I was like, "Oh yeah, we do." And Jeff is the one who said it. Like, "Yo, is it so and so?" And I was like, "Yep,
he did."
Yeah, and then. You chimed in. It was like, yeah, raw for. Should I do it? Oh, let's see if I should do a drum roll.
Oh, we got one too, don't you?
I do. Ooh, I do. And hold on, where's my sound effects? Here they are.
Soundboard. Get the right one.
Yeah, I should have probably had up a long time ago. I know some people probably mad. Yeah, I'm drawing this out and making y'all wait.
Anticipation.
Yeah. So you know what? And you say, yeah, because their initials are R and W. And I was like, I did not think of that because we had a completely different name. But I think I haven't figured out how I want to do it. But let me see how I'm just going to call them. If they answer, they answer.
Oh, man, I missed a bunch of conversations in his group posts.
For real?
Jeff asked me questions. Do I still order from here? Blue. I missed the nunchuck post.
Is a nunchuck? Oh yeah.
That was before. So we got. Here's
what it is, man. They probably still putting the kids.
Sorry,
down.
Jeff. I'll reply in a minute.
They probably still putting their kids down. But anyway,
not Jeff.
No, not Jeff. I don't think. Yeah, no.
Nah, they're
but
out. But yeah.
so I'll just go ahead and
name them. Drop them.
Hold on. I'm about to pull that drum roll back up. Yeah, they probably call back.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, what's up? All right, so Regina and Willie.
Oh, man,
Regina
listen.
Thompson and Willie Hicks are the new hosts of the
Mimi
new
and Lump.
podcast. Yep. The Mimi and Lump show.
Whatever
or
it is, because it's
Raw. Regina and Willie. I haven't figured it out yet. One of the two.
Announce the hosts.
I can't, like, when I was talking about one of the things I was doing this weekend was coming up with their logo, setting up their the podcast stuff for them, for their show to get set up. That was one of the things I was doing. Just coming up with design ideas for color schemes and stuff like that for their podcast.
Yep.
All the work that goes into trying to launch a new show. So
yeah, that's a lot of work.
yeah, man. Yeah. You guys just get to come up and show up and talk.
It's true.
I really got to get me an assistant. I really do, because this is a third show. Yeah, I really got to find me a video assistant. Well, just an assistant, period, so I can pawn off a lot of stuff to that person. But anyway.
But yeah,
Regina and Willie will be the new hosts.
That's going to be an exciting show.
You can imagine what they're going to be talking about, what they're going to say.
They're not as polite as we are.
Yeah, they're going to say some wild stuff. So if you get offended by some of the stuff that they say, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
if you have never watched them do a commentary on a nighttime finals,
yeah,
it might have been one of the most entertaining things I have ever watched and listened to. It made the nighttime finals exciting.
Yeah.
I was excited to watch,
and that's what
just to hear what kind of commentation they were going to do, what they were going to say, how they were going to say the things that I would say out loud, because I probably wouldn't say all of them out loud, but like. It's fantastic.
Yeah, man. So
it's
their family.
That's family.
I'm still anticipating there may be a fourth show. All right, because there's another segment of sport martial arts that I want to tackle, and I want that show to be focused on that. So there may be a fourth show. And I may leave that up, but right now I just need to get this third show up and running, and then figure out how to get that done. But yeah, there may be a fourth show coming, and then once that happens, some
of the other things.
Yeah, it's all into the other things. I'm still writing. I'm still doing a whole bunch of other stuff for the rest of the stuff, getting ready for. I don't know if I should say it now or not.
No,
wait.
Yeah,
we got a couple things that are coming up this year.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll probably make that announcement in next
probably
2 weeks. I gotta set up some stuff, make sure all the ducks are in a row before I make that announcement. But that one's will be out in a couple weeks. Make another announcement about certain things that we're doing.
Excited about it, man.
Yeah, man.
Moving along. 2020's plugging right along.
Oh yeah, it's plugging right along. And it's all about work, man. Like I'm literally trying to get this stuff off the ground and be on its own, so I don't have to work somewhere else. Like, to be honest with you, that's my goal. So I
ain't mad at it.
Yeah,
let me know.
Structuring a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm trying to make this 100% my job is dedicated to growing the sport of sport martial arts or sport karate, whichever way I should say. But yeah, that's my goal, man. So, we got anything else? Got anything else we want to talk about?
Man, so no, not really. We hit the good topics we had. We hit the reviews, rules. I'm excited to see all the inner workings of this ProMac event. I know they get a lot of love and a lot of hate. Mm-hmm. So I'm really looking forward to getting this kind of full scene into how the workings go and what's put in behind it. And I know that he's working with Toby with the Truth Entertainment, so he's gonna have some good, decently good production value in there. They do really good things with the battle and stuff. Obviously, that's Toby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's pretty
exciting to go over there and see that. See how it works out on the actual regional level. I've had a couple of kids go to their events, Music City and some of the other ones around here. But due to teaching at the school, I haven't been able to get to one. So
you got a nice size going this weekend?
Students?
Yeah.
Nah.
No.
I got like 3 or 4 like consistently competitive kids who like to go and do things.
The rest don't.
The rest until I got here, they didn't really know a lot about that. So kind of changing the culture to having a productive enough student base to now push the extras on them. I've opened up the window to doing that, and I got a couple of people who come in.
I mean, you came back with trophies. So now you're looking like.
And then they always laugh because on sparring day I don't wear my gi. Like that's the only day that I wear a t-shirt and like fighting pants. And so the kids have dubbed Thursdays fancy pants days.
Fancy pants days.
That's the day when Mr. Walker wears his fancy pants. Like they're not all red, all black, or all white gi pants. Like, we wear my top 10 uniforms, or I wore my all-star uniform the day that we got back so they could see. They saw the picture, so I wore the uniform so they could see, kind of, and then I sparred every kid so they can kind of, oh wow, and so they could feel what it was like to get a little bit of that. We have our inner dojo tournament coming up in April or May this year. So now we're starting to structure to get them to get excited about that. And then, hey, if you like that feeling, there
go to the battle.
No. We got Mr. Young's March 7th.
Yeah.
We got you can't go. I have a rule. I'm like that. You cannot compete at the battle until you have done 2 other tournaments and you have gone and watched the battle.
Let me ask you this.
I have an issue with that. I have an issue sending my students, so especially to a tournament that I'm going to be either competing or judging in, that they got to go to that huge show without ever going to small tournaments and without ever having to go to that show and
Would you
watch.
take them to watch?
Oh, absolutely. I've taken quite a few students to watch. I sent one of my students to the Next Level seminar on Thursday because he asked, hey, we're looking to compete a little bit more. They have this thing. Do you mind? It's the day of our sparring class. Well, go. I know them. I'll call them and tell them you're coming. That's a good look. Go ahead. Go get exposure. So, yeah. I would have them go watch. I probably am going to take a bunch of them this year because they all know Mr. Walker's back to competing, so Mr. Walker will probably fight. How can I buy tickets to go watch you fight? How can we go? What time are you going to be fighting? So I have a bunch of that questions now, so I will take a bunch of them to watch. Hopefully I don't do bad, but you know how that goes.
Hopefully you don't face Brian.
Trev want to come out of retirement.
No, I'm not. That's why I'm sitting out here. I can say whatever I want. Because I'm sitting outside like, yep, y'all have fun with that.
Sunday the 16th, we back in business on the 16th. I know you got some of them hairspray pants.
I'm just trying. Yeah, I do. I do. You know what's funny? I thought about this yesterday right before I worked out. I was grabbing some pants to work out.
And was grabbing a pair of gi pants?
The bottle. That's why I was like, I'm not wearing those. I'm putting that back over there.
Let me go ahead and slide
I'm gonna put those back over there.
Refold them.
Yeah, no, those are sacred. I'm not putting the bottle out. I'll wear some of the other pants they got, but not that one. But
the bold look black and white.
Yeah, the bold look black and white, all that stuff. I can wear those. But what I thought about was when I was at the AKAs, I saw a whole bunch of people, rocking Paul Mitchell stuff. And I was like, man, I don't even know who this is. Like, who over here, who rocking my stuff? And I was like, dude, you ain't been on this team in 10 years.
Probably a bunch of these kids you don't know.
A whole bunch of people on this squad that you don't know. And I thought about it, I was like, man, I feel like I'm like in a fraternity or something like that. That I'm going to start pressing these people.
Like, who is you?
Like, who are you wearing?
What are your credentials?
How'd
you get that shirt?
Exactly. Like, I thought about that. I was like, nah, let me just go ahead and sit down and just chill out, man.
I don't even know I was on the team.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Oh, man.
They started naming people they wouldn't even know about.
I was surprised and pleasantly surprised that Alex stayed in the junior division.
Oh, Mancias?
Yes.
Well, when I look at that,
like right at that 16, 17 cusp or whatever, he's got to be right there.
I look at it like this: is he winning the division? If you're not winning the division, there's no need to go up to the next division.
Agreed. Now, I don't know. I thought he won last year. At least the short side of that division.
That was before
Tyson
and Jason
moved
came up.
Yeah. So that might be, and that might have been a motivating factor to let's see before we try or whatever. Because I know fights D for grands, but
yeah. Well, see, I'll let you talk about that because I didn't watch pretty much the juniors, but now I'm kind of interested in watching the juniors to see.
Man, I'm into. I like watching that 16, 17.
Well, I've always liked
small
that
and
one.
tall.
Yeah, I was 16, 17. Because
if you've made it all the way up, if you've made it all the way up through 16, 17 in your high school days, and you're still sticking around and competing at the highest level,
you're going to.
You'll do at least 2 or 3 tournaments as an adult.
Yeah,
1 year at least as an adult before college takes you away, or you're not making the money, or whatever it is. If you made it to 16, 17, usually you're gonna stick around for a year.
One question.
Go ahead, because I know some people who didn't after a year.
Did you see the post Alex Reyes made
about the loyalty?
Whoa!
Oh no! Okay.
Yeah, but I
all right, go ahead. Let me ask.
That wasn't about it.
Okay.
Rashad Eugene doing that sword. What did you think about the form?
There was a lot of throwing stuff. I thought it was, as a performance, I thought it was dope. As a performance, I thought it was dope. As a weapons form, using a weapon to cut and strike and to maim and kill, it was okay. I mean, it was okay. But as a performance, to watch the creativity of the throws and the swords and the things and the throws and the dink and I thought it was cool as all get out to watch. I'm not trying to do none of that stuff. That was cool.
I'm trying to see what can, from a forms person's perspective. Not saying you are just strictly a form, but I'm just saying from a person who's competed at that high level, because I've never competed at that level. I'm trying to understand or trying to figure out what does he have to do to at least be
in the conversation.
As being up there with Reed and Jackson and Danny and whoever else to. I mean, I thought it.
I am going to say, unfortunately, I don't think he can. NASCA has always been about a look, a feel, a vibe, and there have really been a certain mold of how everything goes. Rashad is too far out of the norm. He doesn't fit in a box. He won't be that guy. He's not going to be on Paul Mitchell. I don't think he would get asked to be on Paul Mitchell. And if he did, I can almost guarantee you he wouldn't go. So I think that kind of puts a damper on.
Would he go to AKA?
No, I don't think so. I think he's that kind of loyal. He's been with DKS. Would he go to
K-Top?
I don't think so. Right? I don't think he's leaving DKS. They gave him the shot from the jump. They've given him the opportunities, the training. He's down there in Miami with them. He works for Damien, I believe. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. He's not a Daniel Sterling. Daniel left. Anthony Atkins didn't. I don't believe Anthony Atkins was ever Paul Mitchell. No,
I don't think so. But his creativeness, that's what freaks me out about him.
But you know what's funny? You know who else is that dope and won't get the love for it? Dalton. Dalton's Chucks. Well, I keep up with that dude. Both of them. I keep up with them. Rashad Eugene did an extreme Aku form. That's an oar, a paddle, a oar, a row your boat. Extreme. And hit every strike, almost every strike with the Aku portion correctly. Did the right, did the row, did the slap, did the dig, did the thing. Threw it in the air, spun it around, flipped and spun and landed and caught it in the right position. and got like 4th or something like that, bro. Like, I don't get it. That dude, I told him at AKA, I've told him before, I think that's, I said when we did our vote, he was the first person I was like performer of the year, period. In a discussion. Nobody outperforms that dude. Double bow, triple bow, comma and chuck. Shout out Troy Benz, used to do that originally. Comma and sword. Probably would do a triple chuck. He would be one of them dudes that would do a comma. They made it up a while ago with a comma with a nunchuck on the end of it, or a bow with 2 comma blades on the end of it. I mean, he would do some stuff like that just to show people I can do it. And he would be like, 3rd, 4th.
Yeah, that's what trips me out. Like,
it blows my mind. That dude is so good. I don't get it.
I'm just curious as to
why.
Can he get over? Like, yeah, like, what are the judges looking for besides just, is there something technical that he has to do?
I mean, he could have a little bit cleaner in his front stances. They go a little high and a little wide. They can go a little tighter and a little neater. But, I mean, we're looking at extreme weapons. We're looking at a weapons form. So there are a bunch of people who have bows, who hide their legs in hakamas, and people who do sword, who do the same exact thing. He's out there in gi pants and doing some of the dopest stuff I've seen with weapons. My man threw it and caught the comma on the comma with the comma just sitting there and be like, boom, and throws and catches and cuts. I don't get it.
I'm just curious as to what he has to do, because every time, because there's certain people you just look like, yo, what are you doing? And then you just look at certain other things and it looks just like normal.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna say it like that. Some, and it's like one move, but like, yo, this dude did what?
I've had to like rewatch certain clips that he does, Rashad and Dalton, both of them, to watch how many rolls or how many releases or how many spins does it hit, how many times does it. Ooh. And it takes some, but I think sometimes it takes 3 or 4 watches
for you to really appreciate what he's doing,
what is going on, because it's so much.
So does he have to? I'm almost like, does he need to? Does he dumb it down, or does he need to like send something out to the judges, like on Instagram or Facebook, and be like, look what I did. This was crazy. Just getting people to talk, and then like tag some of the judges like, I don't know if you missed it, because it'd be like, that'd be a little arrogant. But
that's what I was gonna say. I would have done something like that. That's something that I would do. Mm-hmm. But nah, people take that kind of stuff
like you're trying to show them
a way. Like, oh, you telling me I don't know what I'm looking at? You telling me that I'm definitely downgrading you next time? You know what I mean? So a call out kind of thing isn't, but. I wouldn't call out specifically or tag specifically, but I would definitely do that and slow some of it down. Be like, watch. Dalton did that with a nunchuck video. He goes, yeah, I let me rewind that. That was 13 releases and 17 or 20 hand rolls or finger, whatever it was. And he wrote it all out, like what it was. And then there's no way. Rewind. Maybe. Rewind. Oh. Yes, it was. That's impressive. So, but yeah, I don't know.
I'm just curious.
He's dope.
I'm just waiting to see if. I just hope. At some point.
I do.
It breaks through for him.
He got his first win, I think, in bladed. We talked about this in bladed at AKA's, bladed creative or extreme or whatever it was. I think it was creative because I don't recall seeing him flip a trick in his form on stage. Because I rewatched the weapons. I don't recall him tricking, so it might have been creative bladed forms, bladed weapons or whatever. But nah, he's dope.
I was just curious. All right, man. Yeah, we're a little, 137, so we good.
Right on it.
I think that's it. Watching like 30 minutes, they gonna call me and I'm like, yo, y'all missed it.
I missed it, y'all late.
Yeah. Let's see. No, we did everything else.
Yeah, we got just. This coming week.
Yep.
Then the Valentine's Day.
Let's see if there's an announcement on Wednesday.
And bro,
I love you, Sue. I'm just messing with you. But no.
But if it's who I said it was,
if that happens,
I'm Nostradamus.
If that happens, which to be honest with you, I wouldn't be shocked. But there's more at stake than
Of course.
so you know what I mean. So that's the one part is like.
But that's why I said there's a determining factor in there.
Yeah.
But the other one too, though. I mean, because you're looking at the stable.
Yeah, but it's just interesting. But anyway, if there's an announcement on Wednesday, people, y'all make sure y'all tag me.
Somebody
Chris.
tag me.
Yeah, because I'm like, yo, that's
So you can
hilarious. We got to get Sue on.
We do. We are
going to get Sue on.
Sue is a cool lady.
Yes.
I tell you what, that is one nice lady. I really like Sue.
We're definitely going to get her on soon.
Yes.
But anyway, I don't think it's this week, but I think it's next week. Inside Scoop has a guest
next week. I
think it's next week.
Yes.
So it's next
That'd
week.
be cool.
So yeah, it's gonna be good, dope. I'm actually looking forward to listening to that one. So next week's gonna be interesting because on Monday, Mimi and Lump show will air, and then Tuesday CTE, and then
Wednesday Inside Scoop with the.
It's supposed to be next Tuesday. We'll see. It's supposed to be next Wednesday. We'll see. May have some scheduling conflicts or moving. We may be moving their date when it gets released. Their date.
Okay,
but we'll see. Other than that. That's it. We will see you guys next week. Make sure y'all listen to Inside Scoop tomorrow. I mean, when y'all hear this, make sure y'all listen to Inside Scoop tomorrow. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have some stuff to talk about a lot of different things.
I'm sure they do.
I have no idea what
I'm sure they do.
Oh yeah.
I wonder. Still funny.
It still is.
Still funny to me.
All right, man. We'll check y'all out.
Yes,
Whoa, shoot. We got it. I almost messed up. Gotta come in. We gotta leave how we came in.